Volkswagen Golf Mark 4. If you're having problems with your alarm going off when you've locked the car, also the dashboard warning light saying that the boot's open when it's closed, the usual problem for this is down to the washer jet which is mounted within the motor on the boot lid. The pipe that comes from inside the vehicle to this connector on the back of the motor splits or comes off, especially if the washer jet's frozen. Every time you pull your washer jet on, the water squirts inside the boot, runs down. You can see all the water on the inner boot trim. Gets onto the electrical connections within the boot lock, causes all your problems. This is the connector within the boot lock, and you can see the wires going into it, a little connector plug, and you can see the green corrosion on there. You can usually see you've got a problem if you lift the boot lid. You've got water along the bottom edge. Not too difficult to sort out. You can do it the hard way, you can do it the simple way. We're going to take off the boot trim to start with. So first thing first, you've got two crosshead screws in the handles on the boot trim, shown here in figure 1. So we just whip them out, and then you can do it with a screwdriver or a trim removal tool. Start where the trim comes down either side of the window. Put a screwdriver behind the trim and pop the trim out, and then just work your way round. Just pop in the trims as you go round until the whole boot lid trim just literally comes down. It's got metal clips that just push on, so they just pop on, but they can be really tight. Good tug, bit of iggle jiggle, out it comes. You can then see the connector that goes, the pipe that comes up and goes onto that motor. You can just see where it connects in. It's like a little L joint. You can cable tie it up sometimes if it's just popped off, or you can, where they usually crack, you can get a new piece of pipe and just put a new section in. There's the new piece of pipe, the clear pipe between the two black connectors. Cable tie it all together, pop it back on again. The issue though still lies with your boot connector. If it has got water gone into it, it's unlikely you can dry it out because the terminals corrode. It gets a little bit messy. So it's going to be either a new switch within the boot latch, or just disconnect it. Just press the little black locking tab on top of the connector and pull the connector off. You can just disconnect it, which means that you won't get any information on the dashboard saying that the boot's open, and also if the boot does get opened, the alarm won't go off. It's up to you really. These cars are getting old now, you know, they've been around a few years. Just disconnect the plug. It's not a big problem. It doesn't cause any other problems. So once we've done that, you can either replace the lock, you can replace the switch, or just disconnect it. Put it all back together again, pop those trim clips back on. Screw, job's a good one. If that's been of any use to you, please like and subscribe, and thanks for watching.